The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Engineer Mansour Ahmed, says a compendium of members of the association has been created to help the Bureau of Public Procurement in carrying out the Executive Order 003. Engineer Ahmed made the call while speaking in Lagos on the theme Patronage of Made in Nigeria Products, giving effect to Executive Order 003 in a bid to boost local production in Lagos. Correspondent Abiola Ismail was there.
The Executive Orders 003, signed by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, have the specific instructions on a number of policies issues, which include the promotion of transparency and efficiency in the business environment, designed to facilitate the ease of doing business in the country. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN President, Engineer Mansour Ahmed, said the association will continue to engage the public sector, the BPP, and all procurement officers in the various ministries across the nation to ensure the success of the order. Ahmed disclosed that the government had agreed to give considerations to made in Nigerian goods that comes at a 15% higher price than its imported counterpart.
When that contact is made, we expect and will encourage our members as manufacturers to actually try and bid and to try and compete, because it's not just enough to say, well, I'm a local manufacturer. You must also try to be competitive, both in terms of price and in terms of quality. Thank God the government does recognize that we may not always be able to offer the same price as imported products, and has already started to say, yes, if you are up to 15% higher than an imported product, we will still give you consideration. But I believe that that 15% may not be enough, because the difference between the cost structure of the Nigerian manufacturer and the cost structure of the Chinese manufacturer is totally different.
In his remarks, the head of regulations and database, Bureau of Public Procurement, Aliu Adoge Aliu, said that implementation of the Executive Order 003 will commence from the implementation of the 2018 budget. Aliu, who represented Muhammad Ahmed, Director General BPP, said the Executive Order must be enforced to encourage the manufacturing sector and ensure its competitiveness across the world and also economic growth.
We should, as a matter of patriotism, patronize the Nigerian manufacturers so that they can grow, so that they can become more efficient. Some of the manufacturers that are whining now is because of lack of patronage. Everybody likes to wear made in China, made in Holland or whatever. So by bringing this to bear, government is leading the way that we need to manufacture, patronize our manufacturers.
On his part, the Director General of MAN, Segun Ajayi Kadri, noted that the 15% rate may not be enough given the cost of production as experienced by manufacturers in the country due to poor infrastructure. It noted that competitiveness between the countries depends on the infrastructure which manufacturers have had to provide for themselves here in Nigeria.
The important thing, and which has always been the challenge, is implementation, enforcement of the executive order. We've had situations where we find it very difficult, and you could see the example that was given by one of the members of MAN that they were actually not able to get patronage. You can also see the issues surrounding what the margin of preference is preferable. Government is saying 15, we are saying a minimum of 30%, considering the supply side constraints that we have. But essentially, I think having the order itself is the first step. The next step is for government to do all they have to do to ensure that the order is implemented, is effectively implemented.
Patronage of made in Nigerian products given effect to Executive Order 003 in a bid to boost local production was the focus of the business meeting in Lagos. Abiola Ismail, MITV News.
And finally, on the business scene, oil traded above $85 a barrel on Wednesday, supported by expectations that U.S. sanctions on Iran will tighten supply and strain the ability of Saudi Arabia and other producers to pump more. Crude exports from Iran